Alright, we're back. Working on our Gottlieb airport. Again, this goes towards any Gottlieb of this style. Remember our player, the scores for player 1 weren't carrying over from 9. They would just go 9 back to 0 without telling the next score reel to kick into 1, but that was happening for all of them. We played with the adjustments. They all looked fine. I was still doing it. Remember, we got this fried coil here. We got our new coil in. There's a bit of a difference. Also because the paper's not fried. I'm trying to do this with one hand. So, if you're not sure what a coil is, this looks complicated right here. But all this is it's an electromagnet. So, this screw in the end here is going to go through the mount in the frame and this spring bracket and screw into this. So we're gonna desolder these wires from these lugs, slip this out. It's just an electromagnet. That's all it is. So what it's doing is when this gets powered up, you know, when there's a switch that turns on this coil, all that does, all these little fin looking things in here, those are switches. This metal plate here is my armature. So see how that moves? That magnet essentially fires or turns on, and it sucks that in. Sucks to the metal plate called the armature. Sucks that in, and in turn, see how the switch blades stick through this white part is called a ladder. So the longer part of the switch, longer blade or leaf of the switch is actually moving, because when this gets sucked in turn it pulls those switches that way. Some of the switches are closing, meaning making contact. Some are opening, meaning breaking contact. And some are both. Like if you look at this one on the end, this is called a make-break switch. Trying to get better focus here. This one closest to my thumb, right now it's making contact with the outermost switch blade, and nothing with the one to the right of it. See, the one in the middle is the one that moves. And then it makes contact with the inner blade contact while it breaks away from the outermost. So that's a make break. Got some more on this side. Same deal. So hopefully when we switch that out, we'll be back in business here. Hopefully the burnt coil is not just a symptom of something else wrong. I guess we're about to find out. So I'm going to go ahead and get these desoldered, swap this coil out, and we'll see what happens. Okay, we're back yet again. And I got so excited that I put the thing together and said, oh no, I didn't make a conclusion video. You know, I wouldn't put the stuff up if we're not going to fix it. You know, what's the point? So I just started a 1-player game, and as you can see, my back glass is trashed. It's gonna get a new back glass. In fact, the whole cabinet's gonna get we're gonna redo it cosmetically. It's gonna get a new paint job and everything. Why? Some people say, well, it's just an airport. Now, this game means something to me. So when we tear it apart for a cosmetic redo, then I'll explain all that if you haven't heard it in my other videos. But anyway, we're at 0. Come around here. I pulled a bag off from its spot on the wall. I'm like, oh no, I forgot to let these people know that we got it. So this is the relay here. And all you have to do is pull this hairpin out. It pops out. But we did put the new coil in there. You could see that. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, that came out of nowhere. But you see that shiny new blue label on the coil. See, I'm trying to learn how to look through the camera and not just leave the camera dangling around. It's taken a long time for me to learn that. So that the new coil I just saw you, it's in. Everything's working. Okay. It's only on a one-player game, but right now, if you see, this is your first player over here. Remember, it's backwards, left and right. So looking from the other side, let's shine the light out of the way. That light is on. If I were to put it to a second player, I'm pulling on it because that's only set for one-player game. So that coil is fired right now, meaning activated. So let's see what it does. So here's 50 points. I forgot to plug the bells back in. That kind of scared me. So if I hit it again, it should kick over to the hundreds. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Let's find a one-pointer. I'm just pushing that. 10. Okay. I'll hit the hundred. I'll hit it again. So if I push it again, it should carry over to the ones on the thousands. Look at that. We're back in business, baby. So that is the conclusion, essentially. So, and the second player works just as well. But if you ever have a Gottlieb that, I'm guessing it'd kind of be the same, whether it be 3 or 4 player, but one of the players is not, all of a sudden, none of the score reels are carrying over. And I know when you're playing, you're not looking at this stuff, you're just playing. And occasionally looking up to see your score, but all of a sudden you're playing for, a minute straight and you only have 100 points. Well, make sure all your score reels are carrying over from one digit to the other. Remember, this once it gets to 9, there's a set of switches. The 9 will close, telling this one, hey, it's your turn to fire on the next pop. This will go back to 0 and this will go to 1, or the next corresponding number. Same here and same here. So if you have a game with 5 digits and the last one isn't turning at all, you might want to open it up, because it's probably just a dummy reel. It's there to make the score look bigger. Spoiler alert, it's not real. So anyway, we're going to go through a couple more things on this. I'm going to slide it back into its place against the wall. And when that time comes, I'm going to make a video of at least the cabinet repaint and a new back glass. This thing spent its life in a, they made vinyl graphics. And they did silk screening and stuff like that. So a lot of heat and humidity. So you got some really bad flaking. So that will get replaced. And yes, you can still get the glasses, but sometimes, depending on the game, the glass is worth more than what the game is. So Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully maybe you learned something. You're gonna learn today. And I will see you on the next one. So, see you soon. Hasta pronto.